Hi, I want to talk about my faith and how I got my relationship with the Lord. It didn't come easy for me. I struggled a very, very long part of my life. I struggled. I struggled with the belief in the faith that God was with me, that I could be a child of God, that God loved me. I thought I'd made too many mistakes in my life. I thought I was too rotten. I thought I was too smart. I thought that I knew the truth, and I thought that there were other ways of thinking. Um, More importantly, thinking just selfishly. I thought those were the ways to enlightenment. It took a long time, like I said. It took people that I love sharing the gospel with me, talking with me. But eventually it just took me turning to God and saying, I need you. And God answered. He had always answered. God had always been in my life. He had always been there for me. I just refused to see it. I always tried to rationalize it away and think that there was always another way to look at things. I didn't realize just how strong God was in my life until I finally turned to Him and gave my heart to Him. And I realized He was always there. He wanted this relationship. And all I had to do was ask. I have a great relationship with God. I'm by no means perfect, but I stay in contact with God. I look to God on a daily basis. I lean on God for everything. I realize that every triumph and every tragedy, every setback and every victory, He's responsible for. I see His work in my life. I see Him in my family, my children, the people I surround myself with. I see God's work. And I just want to say to anybody that's struggling to understand God's grace and God's belief in you, you just don't know how fortunate you are to be born in this time of grace, in this time where all you have to do is give your life over to the Lord. That's all you have to do. You have to do that, though. You have to give yourself up. You can't say it. You have to feel it. You have to practice it, which means you have to pray. And I know that sounds odd, but I promise you, if you turn to God and you lean on God in every circumstance, in every situation, and you seek the Lord, you'll find Him. He's there. He's just waiting for you. He is just waiting for you to turn. God loves you. And you can choose to turn to Him and build that loving relationship that He has for you. Or you can stay focused on the things that will get in the way of that relationship. You can tend to focus on the things that are not important to having that loving relationship with God. In my own life, it took me a long time to reach that point. And I'm far from perfect. I struggle with doubt and sin and the imperfections of being human all the time. But what I don't do anymore is think that I've got it under control. I know who's in control of my life, and I turn to God daily. I love all of you. I'm glad to share my short testimony with you, and may God bless you.